So what exactly are you working on right now? Did you follow the steps I sent? Let me take a quick look before you send it. That's not leadership. That's micromanagement. And this is one of the fastest ways to kill trust, motivation, and performance in your teams. Hi, I'm Victoria, business psychologist, agile trainer, and transformational lead with over a decade helping teams and leaders succeed in complex, fast-changing environments in the corporate world, entrepreneurship, and in a private context. Today's topic is micromanagement versus empowerment, and where even well-meaning leaders go wrong. Micromanagement does not mean you don't delegate. It means you did delegate, but didn't let go. You assigned the task, but kept checking in every hour. You ask for ideas and then impose your own immediately. You reviewed the final result and rewrote half of it. You think you're helping, but your team feels the other thing. You do not trust them. Micromanagement comes from the fear of mistakes, losing control, and that nobody else will do it better than you. Psychologically, it creates hypervigilance and anxiety in your team. People are annoyed, they stop thinking and work only for approval. And yes, I also had such a bad experience. In one of my projects, I had a manager level up who actually didn't understand what I'm doing just because that person doesn't know what project management is. And that manager was micromanaging me just to understand what should be actually done. Yes, I left that project. So now we discussed the micromanagement. On the opposite side, there is empowerment. What it means? Empowerment does not mean chaos or laziness. It means clear direction, trust in execution, support when needed. You say, here's a goal, I trust your process, I'm here when you need me. That simple shift changes your team's mindset from compliance to commitment, from pressure to purpose, from fear to flow. They take ownership, they grow, and guess what? They always surprise you in a best way. And of course, it's easy when team asks for themselves, like, give me the task, I will come back, it will be done, and so on. Sometimes they are indeed not senior enough to take full responsibility. And there is such a temptation to put your nose there and monitor very closely. However, in this case, they will never ever grow to that seniority level when they can actually say it, because your nose is still there. So it is very important to not do it. But let's first check how to understand that you are micromanaging. It could be that you are micromanaging without even realizing it. You ask for updates constantly, even when it's not urgent. You redo the team's work yourself instead of coaching them. You struggle to delegate full decision-making authority. You insert yourself into tasks you assigned days ago. You feel stressed unless you control every detail. The point is, micromanagement is not about the skills of your team. It's about your internal need to stay in control. And I would assume that this over-controlling is actually everywhere in your life, not only in the business context, but in other areas of life too. Let's now talk how to shift from micromanagement to empowerment. Well, in the situation which I gave a bit earlier about the manager who was micromanaging me just because that person didn't understand what project manager in general should do, so didn't have enough professional background and knowledge. Yeah, in that situation, it's clear what to do, change the job. But in normal situations, what should we do to release the control and shift from micromanaging people to empowering them? So first, set outcomes and not method. Tell them what success looks like in this specific situation and not how to get there. Or if they need some guidance, you can say you can do like this or like that. Choose your own method, but not strictly controlling how exactly they are doing it. The outcome is important and not the point that they do things exactly like you do. Communicate clear boundaries. When will you check in, what support they can get from you, and so on. Build a culture of accountability and not surveillance. Empower people to own the result, not fear your correction. Another approach is to reflect on your own fears. Ask yourself, what is the worst consequence if I let it go and they will do it in their way? If there is a critical risk of a critical task, super high severity and priority, then of course you can be involved. When it is less critical and nothing is burning and your reputation is not at risk and deadline is not today, then maybe they can just learn something. The final one, celebrate autonomy. Recognize how they solved the problem, not just what they did. To conclude, micromanagement is a form of leadership anxiety, growing from the fear of losing control. If during this explanation you realized that you need support with your own anxiety and control and other feelings to prevent micromanagement and be able to delegate better, welcome to my consultations. I conduct one-on-one sessions as well as corporate trainings, and you can find how to reach me out in the description of this video. We will define what exactly stays behind your actions, which of your personal patterns, and how to correct them or change them to achieve performance, motivation, and overall less stress and anxiety in yourself as well as business success in general. In simple words, if you want high performance teams, you must replace control with clarity and fear with trust. Easy to say. If you need support to do it, just let me know. When you stop micromanaging, you don't lose power, you multiply it through your team. Hope I motivated you enough. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with a manager friend who also might need this reflection today. See you in the next video.